what I'm talking about. We're in another Truth Blitz. Y'all ready to go in? You got 30 minutes or less of fire. I'm telling you right now, Truth Blitzers just come on fire. Do me a favor, baby. Turn the lights on. Fire. Y'all might as well put your seatbelts on because every time we do a blitz, it's going to be hard hitting. It's going to be right down the middle. It's going to be blazing. I've got an awesome one for you today. I'm in the middle of Powerhouse translating. We are now over 100 books done in Taliym. It means we got less than 50 books to go before the largest book of all of the scriptures is completed. Now, let me get dialed in. Everybody do a little bit of housekeeping. Do the thing that just really helps us. If you're like one of those real ones of YAHUAH, hit that like button. When you hit that like button, we get the algorithm jumping. We get that algorithm jumping. And when you do that, me and Lena over are working side by side here. You know, we're still transitioning back. We with the family, had a little family getaway, but they know I've been working too. They're like, all right, when can we go out? I'm like, soon as I'm done with this large portion of translating. How y'all doing? Y'all ready to hit it? Y'all ready to get into it? Look at this title. YAHUAH will give you the desires of your heart. ... If ... exclamation point. How many of you want the desires of your heart? You got stuff that you've been hoping, you've been wishing, you've been dreaming. Deep down in you, you're going, man, I don't want to die before I see these things come true. How is it that I can live and then have all this ability to do whatever I want to do? Shout out to Brother Larry, to do all I want to do, and me not go do it. Like, what keeps you incapable of achieving all the desires, all the dreams that you have? What in the world could hold a person back that's born, that has the ability of has the human brain in them and the ability to think certain ways and to be able to turn that in to whatever they want? What one person has and has been able to achieve, another person can. This is all a matter of decision. Now, you can get it the wrong way. What's that going to be good for? Well, I tell you what, it will be good for if you want to have a awesome, fun time on this earth. Don't y'all know that Satan is the prince of this world? Don't y'all know that? And you can cut a deal with him right now. There's a lot of people do it. And they live it up. They literally sell their souls. Thank you, Sister Denise. They will sell their soul to Satan. And he will begin to give them everything they want. Everything on this earth. And then that's it. That's why I think it's crazy for people to stay in the middle when it comes to the truth. Because everybody that stays in the middle are miserable. The scriptures come true right before their eyes. They're getting spit out. Everybody that stays in the middle are miserable because you're always battling with your conscience, because your conscience goes, I'm reading these things in these paganized scriptures that have came primarily out of King James. I'm reading these things. I know there's distortions. I know there are things that are not right. Yet I keep going along with it, and I see everybody else going along with it, and mama did it, and daddy did it, and grandma did it. And all these people I see around me getting sick. I see them full of disease. They're dying early. We're supposed to live to 120 years of age. And people around the world, the average mortality rate is like 75, 76 years old. Call it 75, keep it a round number. That means 45 years is getting cut short off of people's lives. You want to know why? Almost every one of them live in the middle. They live in the middle. They're not either hot and they're not cold. They live, their existence is in the middle. They kind of do some truth. They kind of do it. But they don't really do it. What about you? Are you kind of doing this? Or are you really doing it? Because if you're kind of doing it, by their fruits you shall know them. Go in there, look in the mirror. When you're done with this session, go look in the mirror and go, am I really getting everything I want? Starting with happiness. Am I happy? Ask yourself that. Do you know the greatest wealth you can have is happiness? Without happiness, nothing else matters. Today is a Truth Blitz session where the title is YAHUAH will give you the desires of your heart. I didn't say that YAHUAH will give the desires of his heart, of your heart. What do you want? YAHUAH is asking us all the time, what do you want? And he says, you can ask me for anything that you want, and I will do it. The issue here is that big old if. Come on, Brother Robert Powell, coming in from Budapest. Have y'all hit the like button, share this out? Because, man, we got some people coming in from around the world. I'm doing this earlier than normal. I'm going to mix them up so I can capture different time zones. Listen, he said, I'm going to give you the desires of your heart. You may ask me for anything. He didn't say some things. What is it that you really want? See, if you don't got your heart right, you can't ask right. That's really the issue. As I talk to people and I converse and I get to know people and me being involved in this social media thing, I'm telling you right now, almost everybody I deal with got a guilt conscience. Almost everybody. Even the ones who say they come into YAHUAH. They live with some guilt, and you're not going into the kingdom like that. You just ain't going in. That's why we call the platform Promote the Truth. And man, let that truth be the thing that it is, and everything else be a liar. I only want to deal with what's going to work for real, for real. Now, here's the thing. I want to know what works, but I want it to work to where not only do I have everything I want in this life, I want it to work to where I get it in the life that's to come. So the question is it possible to get all the desires of your heart here? Thank you, Brother Travis. Can you get every one of your desires fulfilled here? And then can you have the happiness afterwards? See, all of us know, you know what's weird? All of us know that afterwards it's going to be filled with joy and happiness and peace and abundance and unlimited. We all know it. Well, how come we ain't living with that mindset now? What if you were sent to this earth in this gauntlet test where Satan is thrown to the same place and Satan hates us because we took his place? Look at YAHUAH's mind on this. I'm going to let these people, hey, if anybody's going to roll with me, they're going to have to prove themselves to me. That's the part that most people don't want to deal with. They don't want to deal with you. YAHUAH, you're under a test. YAHUAH lives in eternity. He created time for humans to fulfill purpose. Are you fulfilling your purpose? I'm going to tell you, most people think it's you wake up in the morning and go, oh, 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 and all these lights are flashing around and where art thou and to thou. YAHUAH ain't like that. Read the scriptures. YAHUAH is not like that. YAHUAH wants to taste the finest foods through you. He wants to wear the finest clothes through you. Once you really study the scriptures, you find out that YAHUAH, he really, really enjoys when a human that's created in his image, who is in the human body, which he is not, learns to maximize themselves through him in the human body. There's something about it, he loves it. When you get that connected, you're going to start going to another level and getting the things you want. Now, what inspired me? I'm now on, I think, a book 102 or 103 in Taliym in translation. What happens is I upload these books to a platform. We've got a review team. It's live. It's always there's several different people that YAHUAH has entrusted to just review, watch these scriptures as I translate. Because I'm translating and I'm not paying like critical attention to punctuation and all of that. It's deep. I got to get the meaning right. Then I got a review team that comes behind me. We've been working together for a long time. They are immersed into the name of YAHUAH. Not one person, as of right now, is reviewing that's not immersed into the name of YAHUAH. Once we complete the project, we then hire the world's experts to come in and review what we've done. And they scrutinize the heck out of it because they don't really understand all the language, but we want that thing tested that way. Then we come right back behind that with the immersed people. We take the world people out, and then the immersed people come back in, and we scrub that document, and then we get it tight, just like that Beretta Dash. And that's how the Tanakh's going. So I go and translate, then I stop, and then I'll take several hours, and I'll go back and look at all the suggestions that the translation review team is doing. Okay? Man, I went all the way back to the beginning of Psalms, Taliym. I'm watching it. I get to the 20th. I get to the 20th of the Psalms. Man, y'all gonna make me run out of here like now. How am I gonna handle it? Wait a minute. I'm going to Taliym, Psalms 20, and it's on and popping. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. This here is nuts. Wait till you see the breakthrough you're going to get out of this, and you're going to know. And you're going to learn some stuff. Taliym. I want to be able to get this on another screen. Hang tight. Yeah. Here we go. Now, let me get it over here on another screen. Y'all better put some seatbelts on. Put some fire emojis in the chat. Put some fire emojis in the chat. Let's get it going. Where was I going, Ashley? I don't even know what's going to happen. Lena, they don't know. Lena's sitting right over beside me. She's listening. She's doing work with the team and listening to me at the same time. You just watch. Here it is. Now. Amber says it's on and popping. Now watch this. Taliym chapter 20. To the chief musician, a tali from Dewey. So Dewey wrote this Taliym, this song. Here's what he said. Y'all ready? Here's what he said. May YAHUAH answer you in the day of trouble. See, this is part of the desires of your heart. We know we're going to go through some stuff. We know we're going to go through some stuff. So part of our desires is, YAHUAH, answer me, protect me in the days of trouble down here with all these haters, all these Satan worshipers who are all over the place. But here's the key. Watch what Dewey says. A man after YAHUAH's own heart. May the name of the YAHUAH of Yaakov set you on high. There you go again, Lena. Say Yaakov. There he go again, fam. There he goes again, talking about Yaakov. Could have said any other name. Why did he say right then, may YAHUAH answer you in the day of trouble? May the name of the YAHUAH of Yaakov set you on high. Why did he put Yaakov in there, dealing with the day of trouble to get you out of trouble and actually set you on high? Where did that come from? Back to that vow. That's right, Robert. Hey, Robert, pause it. It's back to the vow. Because what did Yaakov say? If you keep me in the way that I go, provide my food, provide my clothes, and you be my only allure, then I'll give you 10% out of everything I get. And so David knows what's going on. He knows to keep his vows tight based on that covenant that Yaakov made. He said, I'm staying in there because that will get YAHUAH to give me the desire of my heart to get me out of any trouble I'm in. Verse 2, may he send you help from his set apart place and strengthen you from Zion. So he says, I don't want no normal help. When I need you, YAHUAH, have that come from the set apart place, way up there where you're at. 3, may he remember all of your offerings and accept your burnt sacrifice, Salah. Now, he talked about Yaakov and he introduces in offerings and sacrifices. We ain't doing no bulls and goats and sheep now. So we know this is dealing with that 10% deal. I'm more clear on that now than ever. Think about this. See, are you bringing the acceptable offering to YAHUAH? Are you in on building his kingdom? Are you doing Malakuta Ananim kingdom business? De YAHUAH, of YAHUAH, for the Shamaim, the heavens? I just want to know, are you really doing it? You want the desires of your heart? Are you doing what you're supposed to do to help build the kingdom? We out here on the front line. Where you at? Well, we know some of you. We can tell by your fruits. We can tell by your commitment. We can tell by people in the chat and who share and who like it and who get the word out. We can tell. Next. 4, may he grant you the desires of your heart and fulfill all of your plans. Did y'all hear this? Do y'all see the setup? A man after YAHUAH's own heart is giving us the progression. He's saying, hold on here. You're going to have some issues. You're going to have some times of trouble. And what's going to get you out of it? The name. Hey, the name of the allure of Yaakov. So there's a whole thing there. I know I might have to go through some trouble. No, I'm going to go through some trouble on this earth with all these demons running around. Hey, that name is the only one that can protect me. What is the name of the allure of Yaakov? It's YAHUAH. No other name. Now I'm rocking that name through that covenant. And I'm bringing my offerings to the time. I see some of y'all working. The staff told me, they said, you know what? Such and such contributed here, such and such. They shared it out over here. They're watching you. Such and such is always interacting. Watch this. May he grant you all the desires of your heart. See, in your heart, there should be plans. You should have some plan, some great plans. I want everybody to get land, territory. We're going to repossess the land. Robert Pausick said, when I was in great debt, from the little I earned, I gave to him. And he always gave me much more in return, encouraging me to keep seeking him with all my heart and mind. Think. We got plans. YAHUAH is going to fulfill all of our plans. We got to be working with the Father. 5, then we will celebrate your salvation. In the name, brings it back up, this name thing again. In the name of our allure, we will wave our banners. May YAHUAH grant all your requests. Who want to rock with YAHUAH like this? Who want to live with YAHUAH like this? That he grants all your requests. There's not one prayer that I pray that Yahuwah don't answer. Not one. Yahuwah grants all of my requests. You want to know why? I'm working with him. I'm working with him. Yula said she's doing over 20%. See, get it to where you got so much abundance coming in, you can flip that thing. You can flip it from 10%, you keep 90, to 90%, you keep 10, and that's still crazy. Like, build up your life to where, man, I got 90% going into kingdom business. And I'm over here wealthy on 10% because Yahuwah got me going like that. That's what we should be striving for. Then when he comes back, if we're caught working like that, he ain't going to say nothing but, well done, my good and faithful servant. Thank you, Emily. Well done. Watch this. 6. Now I know that Yahuwah will save his anointed king. So Duid is saying, hey, he's anointed me. I know he's going to save me out of everything. Are you talking to Yahuwah like that? Now I know, Yahuwah, you're going to save me. Are you talking like that to Yahuwah? I do. Now, Yahuwah, I know you're going to fix this for me. He will answer him, talking about Dewey, from his set apart heavenly Ahikal, sign named temple. See, Dewey said, Yahuwah's not going to play no games around with me. It's on. He going to answer me directly from his throne. Next, he will demonstrate, this is going to blow y'all away. He going to demonstrate his mighty ability. Ready for this, Lena? Okay, I'm going to tell my wife, listen to this. He will demonstrate his mighty ability to save by his right hand. Did y'all hear that? What's that prove? Yahusha is Yahuwah. Yahusha is Yahuwah. He went and sat he went back and took his place as the right hand of Yahuwah. It's that right hand that brings the salvation. How many of you want salvation? Well, Dewey was talking about it all throughout Taliym, all throughout Taliym. He keeps saying, power your right hand, the power of your right hand. Dewey knew that the Son, who is the Father, was always Yahuwah. I'm going to read it again so the people in the back can hear me. He will demonstrate his mighty, Taliym chapter 20, verse 6 from the Truth Scriptures translation. It's crystal clear. You can't argue it. You can sit there and get flustered, but you can't go against this translation. And if you do, put some money up and don't say another word. Just put some money up. And I'm going to get that Hebrew out. And I'm going to walk you straight word for word, and you're going to have to go, yep, that's right. Come on, Cheryl Lynn. I see you rocking, sis. That awesome super. Did y'all hear what the word just said? He will demonstrate his mighty ability to save by his right hand. All caps. Capital H, capital R, capital H. His, capital. Right, capital R. Capital hand. It's all A. Yahusha is Yahuwah. Always has been. He just took that name on for 33 years. But he was not Yahusha in the Shamayim, in the Shemiah. He was not. He was not Yahusha there. His name was not Yahusha in the heaven. Was not. Never was. Wasn't before, and it wasn't after he came. Because he took his place as, not at the right hand, as the right hand of Yahuwah. 7, some trust in chariots. I might just run out of here for real. Some trust in chariots and others trust in horses. But we, Depend on the name of Yahuwah, our Eluah. Trust in anything you want to trust in. Do whatever you want to do. The people in this kahal, we only trust and depend on the name of Yahuwah. We put all our stake of everything on his name. We push all the chips in on the name of Yahuwah. If you want to get all the desires of your heart, you will get them if you push all your chips in. I'm going to answer the if. You got to push all your chips in and say, I fully depend on the name. You don't need nothing else. You just got to hold on to that name. Though you have a little strength, yet you have not denied my name. Says it in Hazum. No matter what goes on, you hold on to the one thing that has the power to save you. The name of Yahuwah. Hey, verse 8, they will fall down, but we will stand firm and upright. Says it don't matter what goes on around us, they're going to fall down. But we going to stand firm and upright. Then he says, save us, Yahuwah. Answer us, our King, on the day that we call you. Yeah, Yahuwah is the only Savior. Yahuwah will give you all the desires of your heart. You got big plans down in there. I know you do. You got big hopes and wants and wishes and desires. You're looking at your children. You go, man, I would love to give them more. Come on with Yahuwah. Get in the trenches with Yahuwah. It's that simple. If you get in, if you go all in with Yahuwah, all in, you just say, Yahuwah, I ain't depending on nothing else. If I don't know nothing else, if I can't see nothing else, if I can't think about nothing else, I'm just going to think on your name. I'm just going to think on your name. I'm just going to call on your name. I'm just going to sing praises to your name. I'm just going to shout out your name. I'm just going, Yahuwah, 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 Yahuwah. That's all I'm going to do is Yahuwah until I can figure out the right word. When I don't know what else to say, I'm going to say Yahuwah. That's it. He will give me the desires of my heart. If he knows that I only depend on him with all I got, and I only think about him when it comes to whatever I need, I don't want nothing else to worship or sustenance, or I don't want nobody give me nothing that is not sanctioned by Yahuwah. Everything that I have, everything that I need comes from Yahuwah. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Everything. Look at that. So I pray that my friend gets out of credit there. You ain't got to sit there and pray. You don't have to pray your friend gets out of debt. You got to call on Yahuwah, and then you got to go to work. Yahuwah expects you to work your faith. He said, well, I got this situation, that situation. I listen to the lesson. Do you hear the words coming out of my mouth? Yahuwah will give you the desires of your heart. No debt is too deep for Yahuwah. It don't matter how debt, I'm glad you brought it up. Because there's a lot of people, because of the ways of this world, they got tricked by Satan, following the way the governments and the churches lead you. And you get way down and all crying of debt. I've been there. I know what's going on. And that can keep you suffocated, and that can make you come to a frozen and get paralyzed, and you won't work YAHUAH. You won't work with the Father if you get paralyzed. Stop thinking about a whole bunch and meditate on his name. If you're weak and you don't know how to do this, just go through the whole day just saying, YAHUAH, YAHUAH, YAHUAH. I thank you, YAHUAH. I thank you, YAHUAH, that I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say, Father. I'm so deep in debt. I've got so much craziness going on. The only thing I know to do is just say your name. And I need you to send me the words. And I need you to send me the thoughts and help me think the right way. And I know that if I just depend on you, you'll give me the desires of my heart. That's how you're going to get out of this. And it ain't going to take a long time. It's going to take as long as your ability to have faith that it's going to happen. Now, if you doubt an inch, start over. I'm going to leave you with that. If you doubt 1 inch, start over. You never get there until you stop doubting. Shout out. Jay, I'm telling you. This is pure facts. You get out of everything when you stop doubting. If the second you get a little doubt, it's like putting a drop of arsenic poison in your water. You ain't going to drink that. So, you got a choice to make. You got a choice to make. If you want the desires of your heart, you trust on YAHUAH. You don't doubt another second. It ain't worth it. Hey, you got joy that surpasses all understanding. That means if it looks crazy, you got joy. You got to prove that you don't doubt. And if you prove you don't doubt, you'll be full of faith. Say it one more time. If you can prove that you don't doubt, you are now bona fide, full of faith. And YAHUAH can't help but reward you then. YAHUAH looks over there and goes, I must give them the desires of their heart because they don't doubt me. They believe that I am the ultimate. They believe that I am unlimited. They looked at their crazy situation and then they looked at me and they said, YAHUAH can do it. I can't, but he can do it through me. Let's go, YAHUAH. High five with YAHUAH.
Hey, I'm taking it back.
You gotta learn how to take it.
I'm taking it. I like this. Everything. Top to bottom. Yeah. New me. Let's go. I was slipping, I was losing myself. Now I got the power and I feel I can't fail. Brand new energy, if you can't tell. I just woke up one morning and I had to yell. I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back. Take control of myself, of my mind and my health. I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back. With YAHUAH on my side, I feel like I can't fail. Taking it back. Had to switch up my direction. Didn't even seem to recognize my own reflection. I was eating out and my body started tripping. It started rejecting everything that I was given. Wait, I'm not passing judgment. I'm just speaking truth. Doing ordinary things that most people do. Thought I had control, but it wasn't true. Now I'm taking back the wheel. Come and take a cruise while I take you on a ride. Make sure you ain't getting lost. Change up my mindset, switching up my inner thoughts. And it's a process, cause the work is never done. Take it back, gotta take it back like a refund. I was slipping, I was losing myself.
Y'all understand? You just gotta take it back. That's it. The lesson is here. The lesson is pure. There ain't no other way but YAHUAH's way. I'll catch you on the next blitz. Let's take it back.